Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches: Cincinnati Reds vs Chicago Cubs, Arizona Diamondbacks vs Texas Rangers, and Atlanta Braves vs New York Mets, which are happening on Tuesday, July 27, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. There's concern over the Cubs being able to sustain the offensive effort we saw from them on Monday night. It's no secret they've struggled at the plate all season, and it's hard to believe they can continue to go blow for blow with the Reds throughout this series. But that same concern should be redirected to Cincinnati as well. Yes, it's time to look in a mirror for a Reds team that has flat-out struggled offensively on the road. They are ranked in the bottom half of the league in average home runs per game and ops .690 when playing away from their home building. Quite the contrary, they're ranked top 10 in both at the Great American Ballpark. So the scary Reds team that can sometimes get hot at the plate are less likely to do as such on the road. They're also rolling out rookie pitcher Vladimir Gutierrez, who clearly isn't done with his growing pains in his first season. The Cincinnati Reds have been pretty good this season considering how bad their pitching has been. They are second in a tight NL Central and have a 51-48 record. They have been good this season, scoring 4.8 runs per game, which is tied for 8th in the league. They also have 8.4 hits per game, which is tied for 5th. Where the team is struggling, however, is with their pitching staff and runs allowed. They are allowing 5 runs per game, which is tied for 24th in the league. The Reds will be trusting Vladimir Gutierrez to get them going in this game. If the Cubs are going to show any offensive life, this would be the series to do it in. Their bats were steady and consistent throughout the opener, particularly down the stretch to come back and win the game. But it's also hard to believe they can sustain that offensive effort throughout a series. They're going to need a stellar defensive showing or two if they have any hopes of actually knocking off the Reds. My betting advice for that game is to pick Chicago Cubs. This pick has a lot to do with the number. The Diamondbacks have won 5 of their last 7 games, and the Rangers have dropped their last 12 in a row. Arizona has been horrendous on the road, but there's no way that I am laying -142 juice on Texas in this spot. Taylor Widener yielded 5 runs over 4 2/3 innings on Tuesday in a no decision against the Pirates in his last start. There were some real bright spots here, as Widener registered a career-high 8 strikeouts and only issued 1 walk, but he also coughed up a whopping 8 hits, including homers to Gregory Polanco and John Nogowski, before leaving in the 5th inning. The 26-year-old righty has shown some flashes this season, coming into this favorable matchup with the Rangers, carrying a respectable 3.55 ERA, 1.26 WHIP, and 33/11 KBB ratio across 32 2/3 innings, 7 starts. The wheels have completely fallen off on the Texas Rangers season, as the team has lost 12 games in a row. The streak started with 2 losses to the Oakland A's and included being swept in 3 games by the Blue Jays, 4 games against the Tigers, and most recently in 3 games against the Astros. Texas has struggled all the way around with a .225 team batting average and 29th, averaging 3.8 runs per game. Slugger Joey Gallo, who is likely to be moved in trade any day, now has 24 home runs and 52 RBI on the season. Texas is expected to keep 28-year-old outfield Atlas Garcia, who has 22 home runs and a team-best 62 RBI, but anything is possible. As a club, Texas is 24th with a 4.74 ERA. Dane Dunning is scheduled to start on Tuesday. In 18 starts this season, Dunning is 3-7 with a 4.30 ERA and 1.42 WHIP. After a promising start to the season, the Backs have been on an epic free fall. They come into this series with the Rangers a staggering 39 games below .500, although they have won 5 of their last 7. They have been absolutely abysmal in the pitching department. Coming into play Monday, they rank bottom 5 in staff ERA, WHIP, strikeouts, runs allowed, and home runs allowed. My betting advice for that game is to pick Arizona Diamondbacks. Quick reminder. If you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the high stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Both teams are battling injuries, but the Braves have found quite a bit more out of their offense as a whole since Acuna Jr. went down. That depth now has them feeling confident in their ability to find wins and offense, and the Mets on Tuesday will present a crucial opportunity for the Braves. Add in that Morton will be on the mound for the Braves and is having an exceptional start, and the Mets struggles offensively on the year, and this has the makings of a great matchup for Atlanta. The Atlanta Braves have been doing pretty well this season as they are tied for 8th in the majors with a .746 ops. They have been scoring pretty well on the road as they are averaging 4.17 runs per game away from Atlanta. The Braves have a power stroke this year, even without Marcell Ozuna and Ronald Acuna Jr. for at least a chunk of the season, as they are 5th in baseball with 137 homers. Shortstop Dansby Swanson has not been doing too hot this year, as he has a .746 ops with 17 home runs and 47 RBI this year. If Atlanta can figure out how to be productive at the plate like they have been, it will do wonders for their NL East chances. The Mets remain in the top spot in the NL East as we approach the start of August, and while it hasn't been pretty, they're still finding a way to get the job done and find wins. The midweek series against the Braves is a crucial opportunity to potentially pull out of reach of their divisional rival. The Mets have been able to keep the train going despite some difficulties on the injury front, with Jeff McNeil questionable after missing Monday's game and Francisco Lindor out through the end of the summer in all likelihood. The pitching staff is in much more trouble, especially considering the 5-game nature of this week's series. Down 7 starting pitchers and 6 relievers, Tuesday will be a crucial game to get some length out of the first few pitchers. The Mets might be in first place, but the offense isn't the reason why. Ranking 27th in runs per game, 19th in batting average, 27th in hits per game, and 23rd in home runs per game, any night they can get some offense will give them a good chance at the win. Pete Alonso has used the home run derby to find his swing to start the second half. Hitting .370 with 5 home runs over the last week, his ability to hit the ball has been a tremendous addition to the Mets' arsenal of late. Luis Guillorme has filled in well for Lindor as well, hitting .450 over the last week and teaming up well with Alonso. My betting advice for that game is to pick Braves. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.